Oh, hi there. Well, it's been a bit. All fine, this is a bit strange. So, this is Teen Radio UK. It's just gone 7pm. And it's Monday, the 15th of March, 2021. And we are live with you for the next 2 hours, bringing you a music and entertainment radio show. Radio made by teenagers for teenagers in the UK. Going out to you on YouTube around the world. You can get in touch in the chat, come say hello. Then you want to talk about, you want to shout out, you can do it. I used to do this all the time. I have not done this for quite a long time, so we'll see how dreadful or otherwise I am over the course of the show. But this is it. This is the return of Teen Radio UK, so welcome along. The music this evening is courtesy of NCS. No copyright sounds. And we'll start with JJD and Halcyon. Teen Radio UK. Teen Radio UK is back, and this is Retrovision and Heroes 7 and 9 Monday evening. I hope you are doing good. Give my best to you and yours. Keep getting in touch in the chat, or indeed we do have an email. You can email tobyjoshua2004@gmail.com. That is the email that I used. Just emailing family members, you know, when email was a novel thing. Yeah, I know, I'm getting old. More on that later. But that's from ages ago, so it's not my actual email anymore, so we use it for the show. Also, you can text me on my phone. 07... No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't text me. That would be a bad idea. It's 01423... No. We won't go about that. Okay. Is anyone else? I was just thinking about this. We've really, we'd like to think we've come far as a society, as a civilization, as a species in recent times. I'm here to turn the clock back and remind you that actually, I think we're getting worse. I think humans are getting worse. Think about it, okay? We now can't go anywhere without worrying about chargers. Go on my phone, right? On the bus, I'm thinking about my charger. Go to the trampoline park. Can't do that at the moment, but anyway, thinking about my charger. Go to the beach, thinking about my charger. There are no ports on the beach, no USB. What am I going to do? It's always everywhere. I think I felt less limited by these things, you know, years gone by. Remember we didn't all have mobile phones? Do you remember when smartphones were like a novel thing? And that you had the little brick phones, and then, what? They lasted a year on battery. You know, they're not going to run out of power, are they now? Shut up and go to the beach, Timmy. You know. I don't know. I think we've got a problem with chargers. I mean, I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Give me your strangest, most obsessive I need a charger moment. I think mine would have to be, what, we'd set off, gone a good way. I'm like, there are no chargers, what am I going to do? No, that's not the one. The worst one is, went to an island, Fuerteventura. No, this was Italy, actually. I'm getting mixed up. Italy, all the sockets were different. I could have cried. Only a few minutes. So went to a town once. Didn't bring a charger. My phone's going to die. Went in like a big cable shop in the middle of COVID-19 just to find a wire to buy so I could charge my phone in the car on the half-hour journey back. We're definitely obsessed. I really hope, surely we're within a decade of technology catching up and ridding us of this, and we never need to worry about chargers again. So I've got a wireless charger. It's rubbish. It takes ages to charge, wires are still the way. It's only a matter of time till an iPhone comes out and they're like, and this model of iPhone doesn't have a charger, but we haven't prepared you for it. And we'll all be like, yay. This is Different Heaven and OMG. You're listening to Team Radio UK. I'm Toby Lapati Mesme. Good evening. Zaza and Be Together. Teen Radio UK. My name is Toby Lopati-Mesme. It's coming up to 20 minutes past 7. And welcome along. Bit late to the party, aren't you? It's been 20 minutes. Get in! Right now, we don't want you. Get out! Get out. No, you can win in all the listeners we can get. Not exactly got record high audience figures. Ah, yes. 3 people. No, it's more than 3, hopefully. So, I want to talk to you about something. You know that whole thing, and I want to know if you do this as much as I do, that whole thing where something just, you can't let it go, right? Someone does something or says something. It's a friend. They make a slight passive-aggressive comment about something or other, and you can't let it go. This is funny because actually before the show, an argument with my mum, my dad, my brother, and it actually was a perfect example of this where I just sort of flipped, and wouldn't let it go. I kept prodding the wound, if you like, metaphorically speaking. Don't prod any wounds, please. The NHS doesn't need people turning up with prodded wounds unnecessarily. But I actually was going to talk about this. I was going to tell you about this before that happened. It's all the more fresh and relevant now it's literally happened. It's quite funny. Maybe I foresaw it as I was planning it earlier. The show, that is, not my outburst. But do you ever, right? So, friend, acquaintance, they say a little passive-aggressive thing. You either can't look at them again for a bit, you're angry, every time they speak to you, you feel like having a go at them, or you do just go, okay, that's wrong, and then they're like, alright, fine, shrug it off, and they don't realise how big a deal that one comment was, and you keep pursuing it, like, how could you? How could you? Or, like, later on, you come up with, like, a really, really crappy comeback, like, they say something, and they think it's just a flippant comment, but it cuts to the very essence of who you are. So later on, when they're making a barbecue, you go like, there's some mouldy sausages right there. They're like, what? And you're like, ha, showed you. I win. I'm not petty. Someone says, absolutely agree on the chargers. In our house, it's who's taken my charger panic stations. Indeed. I feel sorry for my dad. I mean, if I was my dad, I'd have murdered me by now. Literally. Because I take the chargers. And if someone did that to me, well, if someone ever does that to me, I go, excuse me, who took a charger from my room? So very much, thanks, Dad, for your continual mercy in the face of me stealing all your chargers. This is Teen Radio UK, and up now, Van Zay and Breton Matthews, and Forever. Thanks for staying locked in. We're with you until 9 o'clock. Up next, gross hashtags. We delve in.
I see
Good evening. Coming up to 7:30 on Teen Radio UK. Guess what? My name's Toby Leperti-Mesme. You're stuck with me. There's no one else on here. Apologies. Okay, so I want to talk to you about messed up hashtags. I don't even want to talk to you about it. I want to involve you in it. We're going to be going through a collection of uniquely grim hashtags. I'm going to be delving in for you. You can play along if you want. I'll give you a second. Get involved by opening up your Twitter and preparing to, put hashtag, and then we'll search the hashtag up. It's all pretty basic stuff. Shouldn't be any tricky spellings, but if there are, I'll help you out. Because I know I struggled with maybe one or two of them, possibly, if I'm being honest. But we're basically going to think of some really, the behind the scenes, the Slenderman, the behind the scenes gremlins for the show have passed me on little pieces of paper the hashtags that we're going to be doing. Okay, I know some of them and I don't know some of them. Are you ready? Hashtag number... First hashtag we're going to be searching up. This is literally just to torment me and see if there's anything horrendous on Twitter. So play along, but if you think it's not for you, please don't. Possibly not for the faint-stomached. The first one is hashtag mouldy fruit. Let's get hashtag mouldy fruit in there. Thank you. Alright, I'm on. Well, this is from 2015. Well, I've had better fruit, Morrison's. Very disappointed. Hashtag mouldy fruit. And look at that. Some mouldy plums. Gorgeous. And Morrison's, the actual Morrison's account has responded that says, "Ooh, sorry about this, Helen." I love that. Morrison's getting involved there. Another, steer clear of Morrison's, guys. There's some co-op apples here that have sort of got the shaft. There are some oranges from Tesco, sweet clementines, and there is, oh my god, mouldy pears. Hashtag mouldy pears. It really is. It looks like a skeleton, like a mummy, like a mummy from Doctor Who. That's its colour, but then with like a cloud of fuzz around it that is presumably the mould. Please don't tune out. Thank you. Now, next one. Here we go. You're listening to Mouldy Fruit on Teen Radio UK. And here we go. There we go. Got the next one. The next hashtag is hashtag grim habits. I really hope it doesn't involve people picking their nose, because that's it for me if it is. We'll type that in. And we end up hashtag grim habits. It's a bit of a wasteland here. There's literally nothing. Ooh. Someone says they lick their own toenails. Oh, that's the only tweet, and it's from someone called Vicky. And their bio says, "My life, music, sleep, food, music." And they don't look quite real. They're all looking in the camera in this photo like they're out of a horror film. They're not quite real. One of them looks a bit like Harley Quinn. That might be Vicky. I'm really not sure. Condolences, Vicky, if you are a beyond the dead creature. All right, next one. It gets worse from here. Here we go. Hashtag TMI. Okay. That's your bit of paper. Hashtag TMI. I don't eat rice most of the time. Hashtag TMI. Why is that a hashtag TMI? We are doing this on Twitter, by the way. You can play along. It's weird hashtags, a feature that we will not be doing again on Team Radio UK. I don't know how they've done it, but it's probably a K-pop band, isn't it? But it's a load of K-pop musicians under the hashtag TMI. Does anyone know about that? I don't. I care even less, but I really don't know. Alright, final one. Here we go. I'm told this is a fitting climax. There we go. Oh dear God. We are now searching. Please, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, NB folk, please direct your attention to Twitter when you put in hashtag placenta. That is placenta. PLACENTA. You don't know what a placenta is? I don't want to talk about it. Now, we seem to have got off scot-free. There is no graphic imagery here. There's a Dr. John P. Elliott talking about something to do with women's health. There's a podcast about parenthood. There is someone saying, if you were God, would you really bring your iPhone to the delivery room? This is a very interesting... There's a lot of pregnant bellies on here, in an educational sense. There's a Follow Back Friday, hashtag placenta. There's all sorts on here. The first study of the genomic architecture of the human placenta confirms that the normal structure of the placenta is different to any other human organ and resembles that of a tumour, harbouring many of the same... Oh, okay. This is the Journal of Microbiology and Biotechnology. No idea if that's accurate. Possibly not. It's got 100 followers. So probably ignore that. Bloody hell. This is an interesting feature, wasn't it? Someone says, we'll look up mouldy fruit more these days from all the supermarkets. Indeed. That post-Brexit gold rush. Mouldy fruit. Yes. Get in my basket. Codeco and Crest now. I'm Toby Lepati-Mesmer. You're listening to Teen Radio UK, where the next few minutes I will be fired. Turn it up.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. sunshine and rainbows. It will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. You're better than that.
This is Team Radio UK. That is Electronomia, and Vision. Thank you for joining us. Teen Radio UK, 7:45. I'm Toby Lepetti-Mesme, and is it just me, or is music just basically all satire now? Like, songs play on the radio, songs play in the chart, and we've got what we've got at the moment. Well, a Man. Got the Cardi B song that's basically, it's a bit of a tune, but it is also basically a meme. Broke boys deserve no blah blah blah. All that. I feel like music now is sort of, we've intersected between parody and seriousness, and a load of hit songs are actually just people taking the mick. And I don't know if it's ever going to stop. Maybe it's a phase. I'm going to actually come out with an accusation. I was going to accuse actually the sort of founder of this as being the Freaky Friday song, because that was a bit of a hit and it was ridiculous, and I think maybe that started the tsunami. But do you know who I think really started the whole thing? Have a think about it. Who started songs that take the mickey? Quite a long time ago now. Huge amount of views on YouTube. Any guesses? I'll give you a second. Get in touch in the chat if you can think of it. That's right. Gangnam Style. They ruined music for all of us. People took music as a career seriously before Gangnam Style, but now, Well, a Man, Freaky Friday, Gangnam Style, completely different songs. Yes, they're on my playlist on repeat. No, I will not take the accusations of hypocrisy. I am merely here to critique the things that I myself consume, because isn't that what we do today? That's just basically how we live in society. I complain about something, but also I dip in it every day. Diviners up next with Philly K. This is Savannah. Team Radio UK. And coming up in a minute, I want to talk to you about the fact I feel like I'm getting old. Starting to find things nostalgic that I really shouldn't.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a roll. Savannah, The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah,
Yeah, that's right, Toby. Talking time this time. Diviners, Philly K, Savannah on Teen Radio UK. Welcome along. Hello, hi. How are the kids? How's Larry? How's the wife? Okay, so I'm getting nostalgic about things I really, really, really shouldn't be. As in, I feel like I'm getting old. It's not okay. I'm finding myself complaining about the younger generation. As in, like, there's the Gen Xers, the Gen Zers. That's me, you know, with the cutting edge. You know, get out of here, millennials. And then we got, like, these weird children that grew up with iPads. Like, what are we gonna do? I argue with my little brother about things like Fortnite's rubbish, TikTok rubbish, and then he's like, well, you're just old, aren't you? And I'm like, no! I'm hip and cool like you. I, too, get down and boogie. That's me. I'm up to date. I actually am turning into a man in his 50s. It's not okay. I don't know. I don't want to get used to e-boys and TikTok trends. Maybe I'm aging beyond my time, to be honest, because I know plenty of 16-year-old girls who are all about, and that is me, just a 16-year-old girl, all about, the e-boys and TikTok trends. I mean, we all love an e-boy, but I can't get on board with it. I don't have the commitment to it enough. I feel like now people are going to get in touch and be like, what the hell are you on about, Toby? E-boys aren't, like, actually a thing anymore. Are they a thing anymore? Did it die? It probably did. Long, long ago. But, yeah. So besides e-boys, what's cool about all these things? I should just get on TikTok and shut up, shouldn't I? Also, someone's been on. I was talking about Gangnam Style probably started the trend of just awful music being funny and then getting in the charts, and then we all love it and it brainwashes us. And slowly the bar lowers until we're used to, like, oh, this is a hit. And then, we used to be like Yellow Submarine by the Beatles. Now it's Freaky Friday by Chris Brown, who also allegedly beats women, and I don't know why we don't talk about that much. I feel like we definitely should, and we don't. That's quite problematic. But anyway, I mean, someone says it was Mr. Blobby, and I've just Googled Mr. Blobby. I'm scared. Legitimately quite scared of Mr. Blobby there. That was a sort of Noel Edmonds' house party on BBC One back in the day, I think. That was a whole other generation of children's entertainers. One, thankfully, I've not been acquainted with. Okay, keep getting in touch. Email us, tobyjoshua2004@gmail.com. Nearly played actual music there. Don't worry, we won't bring you real music on here. Here's Shanji, and Together featuring Vivienne. Why don't you go to France and listen to Vivienne by the Seine? Have a baguette by the Seine. Yeah, I'm not good at rhyming things. And coming up next, we're doing something fun. I will be taking a mental age test live on the radio.
Your eyes smile. Oh, how I wish that you could be here now in this life. We are together, and I still hope that you'll be mine forever. Even though you're far away, I still know we need to move again. We are together. Every time I think of you and I, it takes me to a special place in my mind where we can be together. And I still hope that you'll be mine forever. Even though you're far away, I still know we need to move again. We are together. We are together. Even though you're far away, I still know we need to move again. We are. And I still hope that you'll be mine forever.
Teen Radio UK, 5 minutes to 8. Nearly half an hour through. This is radio for teenagers, by teenagers. And we are live with you all the way until that crazy late hour of 9 o'clock. And now I, Toby, 16 years old, will take a mental age test live on the radio. Here we go. First question. I have my principles. True, false, neither. True. I'm a right egg about my principles. I'm a bit like Ross in Friends. It's my principles. Like that's me when I get in an argument. The spray as I alliterate. I get my principles like that. Okay. I don't want to think about complicated things. True. I don't like thinking complicated things. False. I'm okay with complicated stuff. Neither. I'm definitely okay with complicated stuff. Doesn't do me any good, but I like it. I spend most of my time on. It's a string of different platforms. I would have to say, out of all of the above, Twitter. I'm really not doing my mental health any good with that, am I? Tears come to my eyes very often. No. Some people tell me you're like a middle-aged person. Yes, and it really annoys me. I get angry quite often. Yeah, not in like an aggressive way, but in a I'm gonna like lash out and then cry way, maybe, occasionally. I have my moments. I'm definitely not cool as a cucumber, put it that way. I like to be friends with those older than me, absolutely. No, not in that way, shut up. I do not like to get up early in the morning. True. I don't like it. I don't think anyone does, but I do get up at 8 o'clock every morning. You'd think when I tell some people my own age that, they look at me like I'm some sort of ghost. But for me, that's relatively late. So, Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm putting I don't like to get up early. Care about my clothes and hairstyle. Neither, because I do, but also I don't live up to saying I care about it. I don't do much about it. So neither. Sorry, ladies. It's fine, I'm not single. It's all good. Don't need to look good anymore. Ha! Just look like an egg every day. It's fine. That's great relationship advice, kids. Don't try. I say come on, or it must be a great day to myself every morning when getting up. Actually, I do. Mainly just to distract myself from the monotonous hideousness of everyday life. I know that all reality is a phantom, and all phantoms are real. No, I have no idea what this means. I always act before thinking? Oh, definitely not. I will be sleepless before a long journey, yep. One of the worst things about me. I don't know what's popular among young people. It's true. It's actually true. We were talking about that moments ago. I have a dream. Oh, yeah. Many. I have had some hard times in my life. Nah. Middle class, white, live in Harrogate. You know, sure, I've had issues with mental health, but I'm not gonna do a sob story here. Like, really. Oh, poor Toby. White dude. Rich town. Lives in a house. You know. Eats M&S lunches. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna trouble you with a sob story, I promise. So, I'm gonna say neither, because I've had mental health struggles, but I think it levels out. I sometimes waste time, money, or food. Oh yeah, all of the above. I can hit a cockroach with a book. No. I don't want to live alone. True. I want to grow old. Oh yeah. Spend most of my time trying to work out how I can live till 500. I sometimes enjoy laughing at other people. Nah, don't like that. I'd prefer staying at home rather than going on a trip. For that, I'm going to say no. I don't like the disruption of a trip. But at the end of the day, a trip is just cool, so I'm going to say no. I don't enjoy reading books. False. Love it. I have a plan for the future. Yes, I do, but it changes. I sometimes feel like singing. No, absolutely not. We're nearly there, guys. I'd rather live in the countryside than a huge metropolis. No. I am often fooled by others. No. I'm very emotional. Yes. I can only be happy when I'm following my plan and everything is on track. Yes, that's my biggest character flaw right there. You've hit the nail on the head. I will never miss a deadline. No. My gender, male. Ooh. We have a result. I will reveal the result soon. And just like that, we have hit 8 o'clock. Thank you for joining us tonight. It is Monday, the 15th of March, 2021. My name is Toby Lepati-Mesme. This is Teen Radio UK, and we are live with you for the next hour, bringing you radio made by teenagers for teenagers. You can get in touch in the chat or on email. TobyJoshua2004@gmail.com. Lots coming up in the next hour of the show as we play you music, courtesy of NCS, no copyright sounds. It's all live, you can get in touch, as I say. We'll be talking about, towards the end, spooky tales from Reddit. Also in a bit, true or false. We're doing a game of true or false, where you can vote live. COVID romances. And in a little bit, my glorious journey on a bus earlier. Because you definitely care about that. So I'll be telling you all about it. What's my mental age, you ask? Well, I'll, no, we don't need to discuss, we don't need to talk about it. This is subtact. No, it's not. This is the music I normally talk over. I'm not going to make you sit through that. Hang on. This is Voicians and Seconds. Alright, fine. Mental age is 46. I'm sophisticated and I was born in 1975. Good lord. We're on. That's right, I'm Toby Lepati-Mesme and I'm back on the radio. Guess what? It's Teen Radio UK. It's 12 minutes past 8. I'm eating bolognese and it's spewing all over the studio. It's all fine. You know, when you eat something and you underestimate, you know, then you start talking on the radio, right? There's just bits of bolognese. This is very unfortunate. But yeah, I was eating some bolognese. Tell you what, genius tip about bolognese, guys. Put carrot and peas in it. You just think just spaghetti bolognese? Lovely. Nah. Put, like, little chunks of carrot, peas in it, and use turkey mince instead of beef mince. Will blow your mind. You have my word. Not sure exactly how much my word counts for, but there you go. Are you having tea? You're having a late tea with me? Thank you for having us on. I mean, just broadly, thank you for having us on. And please do get in touch. Currently reeling from the insinuation, the revelation, that my mental age is 46. I'm sophisticated, and I was born in 1975. I was asked off air, what did I think I'd be? I said 70, so I'm younger than that. Do you ever, is it just me, or do you ever have a thing, right, where, I mean, we've all had this, so there's one person who's really stuck on, and again, this sounds like a dig at the argument I was having with my family earlier. It's not. I planned to talk about this earlier in the day, way before that happened. If any of my family are listening, I do want to clarify that. I'm about to go on about being right and someone else being wrong, and that was a bit like the occurrence earlier, but that's not what this is about. This is just a broader discussion that I did plan to talk about before the argument that won't be going out on air that I had with my family before the show. But basically, do you ever have it? We've all had this in various forms, where you're right and the other person's wrong, and they won't let it go. So, you know, you've got them, right? The facts are there. The irrefutable, undebatable, unimpeachable, falsely questionable. You know, you can't get out of this. And they double down. They're like, well, that's your opinion. It's like when you go like, hey, by the way, the Earth's not flat. Well, that's your opinion. Donald Trump lost the election. Well, that's your opinion. Liberals. It's all like that, right? It's irrefutable facts. Give me some examples of this, please. I want to hear them. I had one where someone was like, oh, this whole COVID thing, yeah, don't worry about it. It's a hoax. You're good. Don't worry, son. Boris Johnson's part of a cabal of paedophiles about to destroy the world. And I'm like, okay, what? And they're like, yeah, it's just my opinion. I'm like, what? That's not an opinion. That's a conspiracy theory called QAnon, by the way. And yes, my introduction to QAnon was not reading about it on the internet. I did literally encounter someone who's basically like, yeah, that's legit stuff, man. I was like, well, it's not. Well, that's your opinion. You don't know what to do. What do you do? I don't believe in surgery. I'd rather die. What? Well, that's your opinion. Vaccines don't work. Well, that's your opinion. You know, where do we draw the line? My TV's a figment of my own imagination. Well, that's your opinion. I think it's a slippery slope, right? Give me your craziest examples of this, please. I'd love to hear from you. Get in touch in the chat. And in the meantime, I'll play you Audio Scribe and Freefall on Team Radio UK. I'm Toby Lepetti Mesme. Well, that's your opinion. Meant to be political, but someone's been on. You know, like when everything was going wrong, someone goes, actually, you know, the reason everything's gone wrong is because Boris Johnson's doing a great job. Well, that's your opinion. It's the latest thing that all the cool kids are talking about. Someone says something, you can't challenge it, you lay out the facts, here's why. This is not the case. Then they go, well, that's your opinion, and then you go, well, that's your opinion, and die inside promptly. As you watch civil debate collapse around you and the ability to even share facts become redundant on the altar of Twitter-born conspiracy theories that in many ways are more potent and toxic than the global pandemic that's disrupted all our lives itself. That's right, you only get dystopian quotes and hit music here on Teen Radio UK. Had a really fun trip around earlier. It's like a local bus route. Needed to pick up something from the shop, so I did actually have a reason. Don't worry, no rules were breached. But in the face of all that, basically a little round trip on the bus. Very scenic, very nice. Got a bus pass at the moment this week. Very fun, unlimited use of the bus, which does mean limited because it's COVID, but hey, be responsible, kids. Can't wait till the rules lift and I can just bosh on the bus wherever I want to go. But It was nice. I really enjoyed it. It was sunny. I fell asleep on the back seat, but hey, it was interesting. Wearing a mask on the bus at all times is a little bit suffocating. It was a very nice journey. You know, I think buses, controversial maybe, they're better than trains. They're better than cars. I think they're the best form of public transport. Although, if you were to propose to me an alternative, like say a private jet everywhere, I'm not saying I'd object. Here's Tobu and Roots, Teen Radio UK. Up next, True or False? We do it live on the radio. True or false now on Teen Radio UK. I'm Toby Lepati-Mesme. It's 8:25. We've got some facts. I've got to work out if they're true or false. I don't know, but the computer will tell me if I'm right or wrong. And you can play along at home in the chat or on email, tobyjoshua2004@gmail.com. Get your guesses in, and I'll read out and we'll see who does well. First fact on true or false. Leonardo da Vinci was born in Italy and died in France. I know he was born in Tuscany in Italy. I wouldn't think it'd be too much of an extrapolation to say, I think, possibly, yes. He moved and died in France. I'm saying true. And I have no idea. Yes, that's true. Very good. The male seahorse carries the young. True. Yes. Okay. I should have answered that. I was going to say true. I did tick true. But yeah, the male seahorse carries the young. Weird, right? What's the point of being male? Like, if you're female, that's when you carry the young. Isn't that what they mean? Does anyone get what I mean? Like, that's not sexism. I just mean, like, the female of the species carries the child. That's how it works. So, like, surely they're not the male if they carry the child. Maybe I'm being thick. I don't know. If you get pregnant, you're not male. I'm sorry. Like, well, unless you're trans. But, like, if you're an animal and you get pregnant, you're not male, I would say, as a rule. Okay, sound travels faster through air than through steel. Well, yes, I think. Oh, it's false. Oh, okay. Composer Igor Stravinsky said too many pieces of music finish too long after the end. That sounds like a deep quote. I'll take that. Yeah, it's true. Before disappearing, the dodo lived on the west coast of Australia. Yes, that's true. Oh, it's not. It's false. Right, I'm really not doing well here. Humans can distinguish between over 1 trillion different smells. Now, I think this is trying to trick me out, because, yes, I think we probably can. I just don't think any of us will ever experience those 1 trillion different smells. I would say that's probably true. Yeah, I'm right. There we go. Buzz Aldrin was the first man to urinate while on the moon. I mean, why not? Unless it was one of the other lot. Yeah, it's true. Imagine that being the milestone. One small leap for man. What's that tinkling noise? Oh, he's having a wee on the moon. It's all fine. A millipede has the most legs of all animals. True. Yeah, got that. Don't want to see a picture of a millipede. Do not send them in. Don't tweet them in. Genesis is the last book of the Bible. No, it's not. Isn't that the first book of the Bible? It is, isn't it? Genesis. It's the Genesis. It's the beginning. Don't trip me out like that. Right, correct. Kim Jong-un is the leader of South Korea. Oh, now you think I'm stupid, do you? Definitely false. Yeah, BTS and Kim Jong-un, they're from the same country. Because that's not a racist assumption. Herodotus is known as the father of what? History, strategic warfare, theatre, or medicine? I'm saying strategic warfare. It's history. The Jonestown Massacre of 1978. That's the creepy mass suicide. Occurred in which country? The US. Oh, Guyana. Okay. I was thinking of a different one. What country was writer and abolitionist Aluda Equinia originally taken to as a slave? I have no idea. This has got too complicated for me. Okay, we'll do one more. Hang on. These are quizzes. Oh, I see what's happened here. We did true or false, right? It's gone on to... Really? This has happened live on the radio. So literally until a second ago, we were doing true or false. Now it's 10 primarily recent history questions, expert level. We're doing expert level history questions, guys. How did I not notice that? Which was the last true or false? Oh, it was Kim Jong-un. That was it. Well, that's your true or false, guys. Someone got the history one. We'll probably do that again at some point. Maybe not for a little bit, considering it. The computer there just threw me onto an entirely different thing, and I didn't even notice. Here's Debris and Jonth and Game Time. Team Radio UK. Would you look at the time? It's 8:30. Half an hour left. Let's make it a good half hour. Come on. Monday evening, all the tunes. Team Radio UK. Okay, here we go. It is 19 minutes to 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. That could have got me fired as well. Coming up, spooky Reddit stories. But first, I want to let you know, tomorrow, I, Toby LePetit-Mesme, will be back with another edition of Teen Radio UK for your Tuesday home time. We'll be getting you home from school or college, whatever you've been doing, if you're allowed there. Or just closing off online classes at uni or whatever. We'll be getting you home or finishing off your schoolwork day, whatever, uni work, at 3 p.m. 3 till 5 we'll be on. 3 till 5, 2-hour show. On your way home, finishing off your day. So please join us then. Subscribe to this YouTube channel with notifications turned right on. If you want to get notified whenever we go live, we'll be going live at 3 o'clock tomorrow. And I hope you'll be joining. Beyond that, I really don't know. There's the first show back. Tomorrow's the second show back. God knows what will happen the third day back. Maybe there won't be one. But for more details on that, unless something dramatic changes, and I'm able to tell you about it before the end of the show, I'll be telling you about that on tomorrow's show, unless I forget. In which case, you're on your own, son. You're on your own. With connectivity, please bear with. We will try and sort those. So I'm very sorry if you're getting loads of buffering. The studio is flickering on and offline. I'm going to play a bit more music. And we will... It will fix itself. Bear with me. Here's Electric Joyride and Origin. What a tune. Turn it up. Monday night, Teen Radio UK. We're still on. We're back.